How y'all doing? It's been a while since I put up a full-length video. Some of you knows I've had neck surgery in October, still recuperating from it. I know a lot of you's like, I don't care about that. So if you're interested in my health update, I'll give it to you at the end of the video. Let's talk about what's going on in the world right now. You've got the USA essentially kidnapping a president, Venezuela, and we're going to take their oil, right? Of course, it was supposed to be about drugs and all that. Most people realize it's about natural resources and oil. I mean, plain and simple, that's what it comes down to. He's also saying he's going to take Greenland. And last night he asked his senior officials, military officials, to draw up a plan to physically go in there and take over Greenland. And they rejected and said no. But we'll see what comes about that. And then you got Mexico. He's going to go on ground and fight the cartels in Mexico. I watched a video the other night that got me thinking. This guy said what the major plan is going to wind up being is the United States is going to take over South America, all of North America. Russia will take over all of Europe. And China will take over, of course, Southeast Asia and Africa. And people are like, that don't make no sense. Well, then you got 3 world leaders, right? That's all you got. Could that happen? Not without a lot of fighting, I don't think. Is it possible? Yes. You also got a U.S. citizen getting shot by ICE in, well, Minnesota, right? You'll hear people say, well, she shouldn't have been in front of she ran over the cop in front of the car. I've watched the video. There's several angles. Yes, she hit the guy, hit the officer that was in front of the car. You also need to read up on this officer. Supposedly 6 months, 9 months ago, he was in a similar situation where he got drugged by the car. He was in front of it and got drugged. What's going to come of that? I don't know. You've got, I believe it's the governor of Minnesota is saying, hey, we're going to bring the National Guard in and get ICE out of our state. We're setting up very dangerous situations here. We're setting up to where a lot of people are for federal officers to come in and patrol their streets, right? And a lot of people say, well, you need to get immigration under control, and I agree with that. I don't know how to do it. I would hate to be in a situation where I had to make the decision on how to do it, because either way you turn here, it's not a good situation. You've got people that's, justifying what the officer did. I'm not going to give you an opinion either way, but I will say I'm torn on it, and we're living in very dangerous times. We are. It's got to the point where, police, federal officers, local police, pretty much just do what they want nowadays, right? What's it called? Some kind of immunity they have, or not immunity. You know what I'm talking about. They can do stuff, not get in trouble for it. If it was you or I and we did that, we would probably be in trouble. But I'm not going to get off in that because, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Let's get back on the Venezuela thing. It was drugs, right? No, it wasn't. We wanted their oil and their natural resources, plain and simple. It's what we wanted. And now we're going to pay to get their oil refineries and all that up, right? To get them going and everything. I'm sorry, there's a cat crawling on me. Here he is. If you notice, he's got a blue eye and a green eye. He's a big baby. He don't have a name. I just call him Cat. There's another one back there you might see. But that's about resources, oil, things like that. That's what that's about. You got them wanting to take over Greenland, right? Since when can you go into another country and just take the country, right? If another country was doing that, just look at Russia and Ukraine. And people, it's different. Essentially, it's not. They're just going in saying, hey, we want your country. We want this part of it, right? We are in World War III, plain and simple. We are in World War III. It's just not the type of war we thought it would be. Most people thought the nukes would be flying. You'd be out here scrapping for food and having to fight your way anytime you went somewhere, right? This is World War III. It's just not a war that we thought would happen. Because, we're going overtaking countries. You got Russia and Ukraine still going at it. You got, China saying we want Taiwan back. It's not going to, this year is going to be chaos. Total, absolute chaos. If we take Greenland and then we go into Mexico, and there's hints that we would take Canada too, right? United States. Eventually somebody's going to say this ain't going to happen. We're going to fight. what was it, Denmark, that said that we'll shoot first and pretty much ask questions later if you invade us. It's absolute to the point of where you're like, this is craziness, absolute craziness. Immigration's a huge issue in America, huge issue. You've got people that's for illegal immigrants to stay here, right? And somehow we can go take over Venezuela, get their people or get their president out, but yet we're going to, help that country. We can't even help Americans. We can't even fix our problems here, so we're just going to go jump on somebody else's problems, right? That's the way it is now. Let me know your thoughts on this. How do you feel, one, about the shooting in Minnesota? Two, us going into Venezuela, essentially kidnapping the president and his wife. Three, us going into Mexico to fight the cartels. Four, what's your thoughts on us taking Greenland? I'd like to hear from you on this, because right now I'm scratching my head and can't figure out what in the world's going on, right? But we are in World War III. We are. It's just not a physical war as far as the shooting that we thought it would be, right? Little health update here on my surgery. Some of you know I had neck fusion surgery. You kind of see the scar still there. I'm still having a few issues with swallowing and things like that. And with the weather the way it's been and sinus issues and stuff, it kind of aggravates and feel like your throat swell. But still having some arm pains and things like that. I guess it'll just work out or it'll stay, right? I don't know. Don't know what we're going to do about that. But for right now, as you can see, got the sawmill up and everything. Been doing a little cut, and the weather here has just not been good for it. Today's the first day we haven't had rain in like 3 or 4 days. But all y'all who's asked about my surgery and how I'm doing, there you go. I'm doing decent. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting through the day. And I hope eventually it'll all work out, maybe it's just stiffness and stuff like that. But guys, you've got to keep your head on a swivel, be aware of your surroundings at all times, protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person who can do it. Comment on this video and share this video. I know a lot of you is not still watching at 7 minutes, but for those who stayed this long, please comment on it. I would like your thoughts on what you think. Is it good? Is it bad? Are we doing the right thing? Or are we doing the wrong thing? Leave a comment. Be sure to share the video. Everybody keep prepping and stay safe.